Welcome back. Now let's open Android Studio, create a new project, select empty views activity, and I'll name it as WorkManager App. Select Java, click Finish, and as usual, we need to add the WorkManager dependency. Go to developer.android.com and search for Android WorkManager. Or you can simply go to the android.com jetpack/androidx/releases/work. Scroll down and get this if you are working with Java. If Kotlin plus coroutines, copy this. Go to Gradle scripts, build.gradle.kts and select dependencies. Here, paste the WorkManager dependency. Sync now, close it. And here I'll create a new Java class and I'll name it as my worker. I'll extend worker from androidx.work. This class is where you define the background task you want to execute. Let's implement the methods. Alt plus enter, implement methods, and here we have only one method called doWork. Hit enter, and this is our method. The doWork method runs asynchronously on a background thread provided by my WorkManager. So inside this method, I'll do a work. I'm going to count to 1000. For that, I'll create a for loop int I equals to 0, I less than 1000, I plus plus. I'll display in the log cat.I a message for the count, for the current count. So here count is plus I. The result returned from the doWork method informs the WorkManager service whether the work succeeded, and in the case of failure, whether or not the work should be retried. Here, in this case, I'll use result dot. We have three methods: retry, failure, and success. I'll use success. Result.success indicates that the work finished successfully. Result.failure method, the work failed. Result.retry, the work failed and should be tried at another time according to its retry policy. Then inside this method, we have this error, Alt plus enter, create constructor matching super, and this is our worker method. Let's go to the main activity .xml file, and here I'll create a button. Infer the constraints, and I'll change the text. And here we go. Now let's initialize this widget. Clean the project if you have any errors in the finding view by ID method. Let's create a worker instance. Work request W equals to new one-time work request. Also, I can use periodic work request. One-time work request represents a request to execute a one-time background task. Then I need to use .builder and use this builder. Here I need to specify the class of worker. So I'll use my worker.class that we created before. .build method. My worker.class is a custom class that you created by extending the worker class. It defines the background task to be performed in the doWork method of the worker. And in this case, counting to 1000. Build method. This method finalizes the creation of the one-time work request by building the request with a specified worker class, constraints, and input data. The resulting W variable is of type work request and can be used to enqueue the request with the work manager. So once you have created the one-time work request, I'll name it as work request. WR, you can enqueue it using the work manager to execute the background task defined in the demo worker or the myWorker.java class. WorkManager will handle the scheduling and execution of the task, taking into account the specified constraints and input data. So here in the btn.setOnClickListener, new view on click listener, when the user clicks on the button, I need to enqueue the request, execute the request, and the background tasks defined in the myWorker class. So I'm going to execute this counting. The exact time that the worker is going to be executed depends on the constraints that the worker requests and the on-system optimizations. WorkManager is designed to give the best behavior under these restrictions. I start with the WorkManager.getInstance, and here I need to pass the context get application context method dot enqueue, and here I need to pass the work request WR. WorkManager.getInstance is the central component for managing background tasks. You obtain an instance of it, the WorkManager, using the getInstance method and passing the application context getApplicationContext. The enqueue method. This method is used to enqueue a work request for execution. In our code, WR, the work request, is a work request instance that you want to schedule and run in the background. This can be either a one-time work request or periodic work request depending on your case. And in this case, we're using the one-time work request. Now let's run our application. If you encounter this error, it's very simple. The maximum recommended compile SDK for a version for Android Gradle plugin is 8.1.0 is 33. I'll go to the Android manifest, and here the target API, I'll make it as 33. Run the application again. Also, you need to change here from 31 to 34, and target SDK is 34. Run the application again. Here we go. Open the logcat, search for Taggy, and click on this button. And you can see the counting is done in the background. Congratulations, guys. We succeeded in adding the WorkManager to our application.